sir. This is my report about the topic, what are the basic lines of inquiry in arson investigation. The arson investigator must inquire the following. First is the point of origin of fire. Second, motive of arsonist. Third, prime suspects. Fourth, the telltale signs of arson. Point of origin of fire. Initially, the important is to be established the point of origin of fire. Kung asa ba gyud nagsugod ang sunog o asa nga part sa building nagsugod gyud ang sunog. O ma-establish ni siya pinaagi sa examination of witness by an inspection of debris at the fire scene o by studying fingerprint of fire. The fingerprint of fire occurs during the free burning stage of fire. Kung kanus ang pyrolytic decomposition mo saka siya pataas sa walls o magbilin siya og mga og band pattern sa walls. Og danha mo occur ang fingerprint of fire. Witnesses must be questioned as to his identity, what attracted his attention, time of observation, his position in relation to the fire at the time of observation, exact location of blaze, size and intensity, rapidity of spread, color of flame and odor if he is in a position, and any other person in the vicinity beside the witness. Note, these are the fire setting mechanism. The matches, the candles, the electrical system, the mechanical means, and the chemical methods. The second basic lines of inquiry in arson investigation is the motives of arsonist. Para mabalaan kung unsa gyud ang motive sa arsonist, the arson investigator must have to note the following that fire are set by persons with motives. Those desire to defraud the insurer. Tong gusto nila limbungan ang mga insurer. Kaduha, employees or such persons who have a grievance or fire revenge. Gibuhat nila ang pagsunog para makabalos. Third is those with desire to conceal evidence of crime. Gibuhat nila ang pagsunog para matabunan ang krimen nga ilang nabuhat. Kay kung ilang sunugon mawala ang evidence, maapil og kasunog ang ebidensya. And the last, those who set fire for intimidation. Persons without motives. Nagsunog lang sila bisag wala sila'y motibo. First, those who are mentally ill, katong naay mga sakit sa utok or diferensyado ang panghuna-huna. Second is the pathological fire setters. And third, the pyros and the psychos. Motives of arsonist. There are 5 motives of arsonist: the economic gain, the concealment of crime, the punitive measure, the intimidation or economic disabling, and 5 is the pyromania. The economic gain. Nabilong diri as economic gain nga motives is ang kining insurance fraud. Gituyo nila sunog ang building tungod kay naa ni insurance og maka benefits pud sila. Ikaduha, desire to dispose merchandise. Mao sad ni ang ikaduha nga rason nganong naay pagsunog. Siguro ang ilang kumpanya is naghinay na og gamay na lang ilang mga materials og daghan og siguro po daghan na ilang na oversupply na ilang merchandise. And the existing business transaction nga gusto ma-avoid sa arsonist maong gibuhat niya ang pagsunog, just like the impending liquidation, settlement of state, need of cash, perspective of business failure, and increase of rentals. Ang economic gain, ilang gisunog ang usa ka building kay tungod maka naa sila'y magain ug maka benefits pud sila kay tungod ang usa ka building is naa nay insurance or insured na siya. And the second motives of the arsonist is the concealment of crime. Ang paggibuhat nila ang pagsunog kay tungod naa sila'y gina-conceal nga crime o para dili may balaan ang ilang gibuhat nga krimen, maunang gibuhat po nila ang pagsunog. When the purpose is hiding the crime, they use the arson as their means. For example, na ay patay nga lawas sa isa ka balay na gusto nila para dili mahibalan, ilang gisunog ang balay, then maapil man to gasunog ang lawas, mahimo ng abo o mawala na ang body of crime or mga wala na ebidensya. The third motives of the arsonist is the punitive measure. Committing an arson to inflict injury sa uban tungod sa kasuko, silos, or the arsonist is gusto siya mo revenge or mo balos. Kuan ni siya, pwede ni siya sa crimes against passion. The fourth one is the intimidation or the economic disabling. Arsonist is saboteurs, strikers, and racketeers para intimidate ang management or ang employer. And the fifth one is the pyromania. The pyromaniac is having an uncontrollable impulse nga gusto sila mag sunog-sunog o bisag unsa without any motivation. Usually dili sila mulakaw sa fire scene kay ganahan sila og tan-aw sa kalayo. Types of pyromaniac. First, the abnormal youth. Mao ni sila ang mga naay diferensyado ang panghuna-huna. Ikaduha, hero type. Usually ang hero type is sila gid mismo magsunog and then ila lang ipalabas nga sila ang nakadiscover sa sunog, then ilang ion ang alarm o magtabang siya dito sa mga tao aron mugawas nga siya ang hero. Third, the drug addicts and alcoholics. The fourth one is the sexual deviates and perverts. The third basic lines of inquiry in arson investigation is the prime suspects. The development of prime suspects. This involves the identification of full development of leads, juice and traces, testimony, particularly the eyewitnesses, and the development of expert testimony. The following techniques may serve as investigations. First, search of the fire scene for physical evidence. Second, background study of policyholders, occupants of premises, owner of building, or other person having major interest in the fire. Third, interviews and interrogations of person who discovered the fire and the one who turned in the alarm first. And the fourth is the surveillance. The fourth basic lines of inquiry in arson investigation is the telltale signs of arsons. The telltale signs of arsons is mao ni siya ang mga signs nga mag-lead sa mga investigators para mabalaan ang sinugdanan sa sunog or unsa gyoy hinungdan nganong nasunog ang usa ka building or gisunog ba siya tuyo or accident lang gid siya nga nasunog. First is the burn building. The type of the building may indicate a set fire under certain circumstances. A fire of considerable size at the time the first apparatus arrive at the scene is suspicious if it is kung kuan ba siya kining ang building is modern concrete ba or semi-concrete building. Second is the separate fire. When there are two or more separate fire breaks out within a building, then fire certainly suspicious. Third is the color of smoke. Kay naa man gyud uban sunog nga gamay ra ang aso or ang uban yun is wala siya aso. When white smoke appears before the water from the fire hose comes in contact with the fire, nag-indicate ni siya nga humid material burning. For example is burning hay, vegetable materials, and phosphorus. Biting smoke. Kining biting smoke is irritating ni siya sa atong ilong, sa atong throat, diri tilaok, and then makakos siya og lacrimation and coughing. It indicates the presence of chlorine. And then if ang smoke is black, nag-indicate siya sa lack of air. If accompanied with a large flame, nag-indicate siya sa petroleum products and rubbers. If reddish brown naman ang smoke, nag-indicate siya sa nitrocellulose. Meaning of color of smoke and fire. Black smoke with deep red flame, petroleum products, tar, rubber, plastics, and etc. And if heavy brown with bright red flame, it is a nitrogen products. If white smoke with light flame, it is magnesium products. If black smoke with red and blue-green flame, asphalt. Purple violet flame, potassium products. Greenish yellow flame, chloride or manganese products. Bright reddish yellow flame, it is calcium products. Fourth, the color of flame. The color of the flame is a good indication of the intensity of the fire. It is important factor in determining incendiarism. Fifth is the amount of heat. If a reddish glow indicates heat of 5,000 degrees centigrade, and a real bright red is about 100 degrees centigrade. Red flames indicate of petroleum, and the blue flame indicates use of alcohol as accelerant. The sixth one is the smoke marks. Ang kining smoke marks is makita ni siya sa walls or sa mga dingding. Mao ni siya ang ginatawag nato nga anuos. Ang smoke marks makita ni siya sa walls or sa mga dingding. And then the seventh one is the size of fire. Kung unsa gyud kadako ang kalayo, o gamay ra ba siya o dako ang kalayo. And the eighth one is the direction of travel, kung asa paingon ang kalayo or asa paingon ang hangin. And the ninth one is the intensity, the degree of heat given off by a fire. And then the 10th one is the odor. Ang odor is gasoline, kerosene, and other diesel and other flammable liquids. And the last one is the condition of content. Ang condition of content, kung ikaw imong sunugon imuhang balay, syempre imo tong kuhaon ang mga objects nga naay value sa imuha or naay sentimental value. Kung store sa imong sunugon, imuhang store imong sunugon, then the imuhang i-remove or imong kuhaon ang mga major portion of their content o imo siyang pulihan sa mga valuable merchandise of style articles. Mao na siya ang condition of content.